Hi guys, I know I never do voiceovers, but I figured why not, and maybe I'll start doing them more often. Right now I'm just showing you the Witch and Hour eyeshadow palette from ColourPop. This is not the Hocus Pocus 2 one, this is the first one, but in the spirit of Halloween, I figured I should give you guys a little tutorial. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little bit, I feel like sometimes I'll look to see, but I haven't looked in a few days, but I'm going to guesstimate and say it's probably been maybe like 2 weeks maybe since I posted, somewhere around there. But as you can see by the title, I'm going to be reviewing the Hocus Pocus like makeup from ColourPop. I got this a while ago, and then I just saw that they released like Hocus Pocus 2 makeup, so I was like, I'm gonna get that eventually. But this is like the official Hocus Pocus merch from ColourPop. I think my mom brought it for me for Christmas, and I'm in the Halloween spirit. As you can see by the title, I watched Hocus Pocus 2 the other day, so this is kind of going to be a little bit of a review. I got my little Hocus Pocus shirt on. As you can see, I just took a DNA test, and yeah, it has like the witch thing at the bottom. I wore this in Salem, so some people might have saw it if you guys like follow me on Instagram. But yeah, let's get straight into it. This is... I'm getting like... used to doing makeup on camera, like trying to look up, but I'm gonna be looking down because I have my little like mirror here. When I did a makeup review before, I was downstairs, and you guys obviously saw this mirror that I have open like this. So when y'all see me looking down, I'm gonna be trying to like focus, but more people want me to do like makeup on camera, so I'm going to try to figure this shit the fuck out. So let's get into it. Okay, so I already like cleansed my skin with this new cleanser I've been using. It's in the bathroom. My bad. Next time I will show y'all. So I did that. I don't have anything on now except my eyebrows. Y'all know I have to do them bitches off camera because they take hella long. I don't know why, but I would recommend anytime, always get them waxed, whatever, because for whatever reason, for me at least, it helps when I got them like freshly waxed. It helps me like do them quicker because I can just follow like the little edges they have. I don't know, but I just feel like it helps. All right. Oh, I forgot to show y'all. So I got my little, where's it at? Little spooky drink I made. Got my little eyeball in it. So because we're in a Halloween spirit, don't drink and fly. Yeah, you know. So anyway, obviously I have not opened the product up, so I'm gonna show y'all what I got in here, and then we're gonna do some fun things. So I think I got like 4 things. Either I bought this or my mom did, but I feel like she did, so we're gonna give credit to her. Do I have any more? Okay, I think this is it. So I'm gonna show you, I think this is the lipstick first. So, okay, so she got all of them. So one is a Winnie lipstick, okay, or like lip gloss. I don't know what it is actually. And then Mary, and then we got Sarah. So those are the 3 that I got. I'm gonna open these up. It looks like it says Fresh Kiss Lip. And then it says one of the names is Calming Circle, Tonight We Fly, and then Hello Boys. That's perfect for Sarah. So I'm gonna open these up real quick just to see what colors we're working with. I really haven't bought like ColourPop lipstick in so long, so I hope these are cute. Oh, yo, this is so cute. This is definitely me. If y'all know me in real life, y'all know I love me some dark purple lipstick, some plum. Okay, it doesn't really smell like anything. And that's the thing with makeup. I feel like it either smells like berries or like fruit-like or flowers, or it smells like chemicals. Chemicals, yep. Let me see. Let me do a little. That's cute. I hope it shows up like cute on camera, but like that's what it looks like. Okay, so this is Winifred, or Winifred, however you pronounce her name. So that was that one. And then we're gonna open up Sarah's next. This one's called Hello Boys. That was cute. Oh, even darker, yo. Is this black? Because I don't own any black lipstick, but I've always wanted to try it. I feel like I don't know if I can pull it off. I've seen some girls and they look gorgeous with it. Me, I don't know if I can pull it off, but this looks black. So I think it, oh my God, hold on, wait. It is. Oh, this is, yo. Right there. Right there, yo. Oh, I'm scared. Okay. I don't know which one I'm going to try, but this black one is probably my favorite out of all of them. So I'm a little scared to try that one because I don't know if I can pull it off, but we're going to see. So that was Sarah and Mary. What color is this? This is going to be green, like a red, another purple. Oh, okay, this is different. I wasn't expecting this. It's like a Like a tan? Okay. I don't really wear like a nude kind of shade. I don't really wear these, so. Okay. It's like a pink nudie kind of tan. Y'all can see that. That's what it looks like. So out of all of them, the ones that I would say I prefer is the purple, because that's like more of a me kind of thing, because I have like a really dark purple from ColourPop. But I'm into the black. The black is cute. I don't know if I can pull off this shade. It's very light. I usually kind of stay away from pinky tone lipsticks because I just really don't think it looks good on me. But we'll see. So this is this the eyeshadow palette? I think it is. Okay. So it's called Witching Hour. This is what it looks like. It's cute. Okay, we're gonna open it up. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. The little mirror says I put a spell on you. Okay. So I'm gonna show y'all the colors. This is what we're working with. So it looks like it's one that says 300 years, All Hallows Eve, and then that's cute. So this one right here, it has like the little moon in it. You guys probably can't see, but it has like a little moon shape in there. That's cute. Moon is round, summon us, under the ground, bubble bubble, twist the bones, circle of salt, green newt, light potion, hello Billy, and what does that say? Oh, fur black is black. Okay, this is cute. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, my usual like natural look would be using this color, and this color, and probably this color on top. But we're gonna try to maybe look past what I usually do and maybe do something with like the darker colors down here. Now y'all know I'm terrible at blending, like horrible. But we're gonna figure it out. But I feel like I'm actually really scared. But we'll it's fine. We'll get it together. Like I said, I don't know what look I'm doing, but that's usually the colors I would go for. But what I'll probably do is just use these lighter colors as my transition colors. Like, you know, that color that you're supposed to put on first. So I'm probably going to use that, and then maybe try to do something with this purple. And maybe like the little shimmer up here. I don't know yet. But so that's the products that I got. The 3 lipsticks, and now we're going to try our best to get into this shit. The first thing I'm going to do, obviously, is my eyes, because you already know I do my eyes first and then I do my whole face. So the toning and like primer and foundation is gonna come last. I don't know about you guys, but I do my eyes first because I usually fuck shit up first. And then yeah, so we're gonna get into this first. Let me try to find my brush. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to talk to you guys about the movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it, so spoiler alert. I'm going to put spoiler alert in the little caption or whatever. But if you guys have seen it, I want to know what you guys thought of it. This is an eyelid primer that I'm putting on right now. So I saw it the first day it came out, September 30th. My best friend had a little Halloween, I was about to say Halloween Town. What is wrong with me? But that movie is iconic too. So a little Hocus Pocus watch party. It was like me, her, my other best friends, and then my best friend's mother-in-law, and then her mother-in-law's like best friend, and then my other best friend's mom. So we were all chilling or whatever. And I don't know if you guys seen it, but I put on TikTok and on Instagram like the food that we had, because that food was bomb. And I love me some cheesesteak egg rolls. Like, if I ever find a boyfriend, honestly, the only thing he gotta do for me is hug me, cuddle me, call me pretty, and give me cheesesteak egg rolls and steak nachos, because that shit slaps. So that's what we had. So let's get into this review. So please keep in mind, please keep in mind, everything I say is my opinion, in my opinion only, all right? It has no disrespect, no tea, no shade to the actors, the people who worked on the movie, the cast and crew, because I'm sure they worked hard on what they created, and they're proud of what they created, as they should be. That movie is iconic regardless of the first or second one. It's a good movie. So just want to put that out there. So this is how I feel, right? It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like extremely good either. I remember when the movie was over with, I gave it like a valid, like I think I gave it like a C+ or a C- or something. It was a C something. And I said it to one of my best friends. Her name's JP. And JP, y'all, like JP is an avid, like she lives and breathes Hocus Pocus, y'all. Like if I had to use two movies or two like words to describe JP, it'd be Hocus Pocus and Harry Potter. That's just what it is. So I love Hocus Pocus as well. Like, I'm a huge fan. Some of y'all know, like, I went to Salem. Obviously, there's a video up on here. If y'all have not seen it, go watch it. But I went to Salem, and obviously y'all know that some scenes in that movie was actually shot in Salem, and other parts of the movie was shot on an actual set. So I went to, you know, the different houses they shot on or like shot at, and I was super freaking excited. So yeah, I'm an avid fan too. But of course, when you are a huge fan of something, you're gonna have high expectations. And she feels like, I remember saying it was like a C or something. And she looked at me like, she was looking at us like, are y'all serious? So I think she probably would have gave it like an even worse like grade. I was trying to be nice. And also too, it was very nostalgic. And some things they did, like, it was cute. It was good. Like, certain things were funny and were cool. So that's why I gave it a C. Like, it wasn't like a complete fail. But it didn't really hit different either. So I'm going to tell you why I gave it a C. So I literally just used also, this is like an old palette that I always use. But I just use like a couple of those colors to like do a little bit of the transition look, and then I'm gonna start with this one. So I gave it that because there were some things that were done well. I did like the fact that a couple of the old characters were back. Obviously the witches, and then Billy. I didn't know that Billy was in it, if I'm being honest. I thought it was only going to be the Sanderson sisters and that's it. I knew that Max, Allison, and Danny weren't returning, so I was like, who else gonna be in this shit? So I was surprised and so happy to see that Billy was in there. Okay, I'm gonna use Moon is Round. So I was actually happy to see him. And that was probably one of the coolest things about the movie, is that Billy was like in it, because I loved Billy in the first one. So it was definitely bringing some nostalgic. I'll give it that. There were a couple scenes that like happened so quick that I thought was like really cute. Like at one point, I think the witches are flying in the sky and they pass this like house or whatever, and it was a couple people watching like the first Hocus Pocus, and I was like, oh, that was cute. Like I didn't expect this. I was like, oh my god. And that happened. And then there was another scene where it was like a carnival or like a Halloween fair, and these two people were dressed up like, remember the devil they met in the first one? Like the devil, they thought it was the actual devil, and then it was like him and his wife, and the wife like kicked them out. There was people dressed up as them, and I was like, oh my god. So little stuff like that, I was like, that's cute. Da 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 da. One thing I didn't like is, I don't know if it was just me, but I just wasn't really feeling the plot of the movie. It wasn't horribly bad, but it wasn't like entirely good either. Couple things that I didn't like, and then I'll tell you a couple things that I did like. Number one, I don't know who this man is. I don't even know what his name in real life, and I don't even remember his name in a movie. But there was like the part where like the teenage boy, like he was going out with one of the girls like in the group, the friend group or whatever. I think the girl name was Cassie. I don't really remember his name. I don't know if it was his acting. I don't know what it was, but he just wasn't giving. Like, I don't know. No disrespect to him. Obviously, you auditioned for this role and you got the part, so clearly you were doing something right. Maybe you was doing, like, acting like that on purpose. I don't really freaking know. Whatever he was doing, I just wasn't really feeling the vibe. That's just me. And I could tell my friends felt the same way. Hold up, we're gonna go on a little drink break. By the way, I'm kind of liking how it's looking so far. Like, it's okay. Obviously, we gotta start the little peach tones, and this is something I always do. I don't know why I do this. I learned this through YouTube. YouTubers always do like a orangey tan kind of color, and it's like, and they call it a transition color. I don't really know what it's supposed to do, but I just do it, and it always turns out good. Like, my makeup always looks nice when I do it, or semi-nice, so we're gonna keep doing it. But anyway, so his acting, I don't really know, but the teenage girls that were in it, they did fine. The one girl is actually from the reboot of Gossip Girl. I've only seen the first episode of that. I think I'm gonna go back and watch the rest of the season, because I think they got a season 2. So I'm like, must be doing all right if y'all got a season 2. Okay, so I just used Moon is Round. I think I'm gonna try to get into Light Potion or Green Newt. One of these down here, like the dark brown. I think I might do that, and then maybe move on to the purple. I don't know. We're just doing stuff. So yeah, so his acting, I don't really know what was up with him, but the girl, she was like the main lead of the movie. She did good. I forgot her name in real life, but her name in the movie is Becca. So, oh, and I did like the fact that Becca ended up being a witch. I thought that was cool. I didn't know if they were going to go in that direction, but they actually end up going in that direction, and I really liked that. I thought that was cool, and I remember in the beginning of the movie, they were talking about Winnie being 16, and that's when, like, a witch gets her powers or whatever. So when Becca became a witch and she was 16, I thought that was a cool idea. I like the little idea of, you know, they're showing another witch become a witch, and she's now aware of like the powers that she has. So I thought that was interesting. Another thing that I really did like, I don't know about anyone else, I like the fact that they kind of took us back a little bit. They gave the sisters a little bit of a backstory, which I thought was interesting, considering in the first one, we really don't know nothing about them. The only thing we know about them is that they're like old and they're witches. So I like that we kind of got to see the beginning of, like, you know, like Winnie becoming like the head witch and the little situations they used to get people in for, like, you know, revenge and shit like that. I thought that was cool. That was interesting. I didn't think they would actually take us back to when they were younger, but they did, so I thought it was cute. And a thing that I was like okay with but kind of confused by, so like I think in the first movie, and y'all tell me if I'm right or wrong, I thought in the first movie, Winnie or somebody said that what happened? Allison was reading someone. They was first like in the museum, like before they came back to life, that Winnie received that book from the devil, right? Like it said it was giving to Winifred by the devil himself, right? Y'all remember that. So then we get to Hocus Pocus 2, and this lady who's like a witch or whatever gives the book to Winnie and tells the girls that sucking the lives out of children keeps them young. Like, she the person who told them that. And I'm like, she don't look like the devil, though. So there was a little bit of a confusion with that. I don't know if they meant to do that. But I definitely remember in the first movie, Allison was reading and said that the book was given to her by the devil himself. Also, a thing that I thought was interesting, and I liked it. The book has opinions. Like, there were certain things and certain times that the book didn't want to do something. And the book wouldn't do it. Or, like, the book would act a certain way. Meanwhile, the first movie makes you think that, like, Winnie has complete control over the book and that the book is, like, the most evilest thing ever. Because remember, Binks was trying to get them to, like, keep the book closed, etc., etc. But in the second movie, it kind of gave a different vibe. So I thought that was interesting. Like, it gave the book heart and life. That was cute. Like I said, there were certain things about the plot that I did enjoy. That's why I gave it a C. I think it was like a C+ I gave it. Okay, so I just used this life potion. I might use green newt next. Because like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. I was about to say clicking colors. I'm just like dabbing this in colors and just going to do the shit on my face. And if it works, it works. And I don't know about, like I said, if it looks weird on camera, I really don't care. We're out here. So yeah, so I thought that was cool. I was like, wow, the book actually has like opinions, and the book is, I don't know, like, it was able to, like, certain things he didn't want to do, like, because he wasn't feeling the vibe. So I thought that was cool. I'm trying to think other things that I liked. Oh, so for those of y'all who didn't see it, like I said, y'all really shouldn't be, like, listening to this part because it's a little bit of a spoiler. But, so there's there's a hilarious part of the witches, and they're in freaking Walgreens. I'm never going to look at Walgreens the same way I do now. That shit was so funny. So they're there in Walgreens, and that shit was funny. There was certain things I think that they were trying to do to make it like comedic, where I feel like the first one, certain shit was just happening and it happened to be funny, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like this one, they really tried to like make certain parts funny, like really funny, or at least, you know, make you chuckle a little bit. Whereas I feel like the first one, it wasn't, like, I don't think it was supposed to be a comedy, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, you either were a child when you watched it and it was scary, or it was just, like, iconic and it was just like, bro, like, this is a thing about witches. Like, this is cool. But this time around, it's, like, different because this is supposed to be a kid's movie. So I feel like they really did try to up the ante with like the funny parts, or they figure, okay, there were certain parts in the first movie that were iconic and now people think it's funny, so we're kind of gonna relate it back to that, if that makes any sense. I thought that was interesting because watching it now as an adult, and watching obviously the second one and comparing it to like the first one or how I see different things, that's just how I feel. I don't know if you guys feel the same. If you do, if we have some similar opinions, let me know in the comments below or message me. But yeah, it was a part in Walgreens that was just fucking hilarious. Like, that shit was funny. I was definitely fucking chuckling. But yeah, there were also like certain aspects of the plot, and it wasn't everything in the plot. Like, okay, so alright, so I'll start with this. Like I said earlier, I do like the fact that they took it back in this second one, so we can kind of get some insight on the sisters and how like they started their fuckery. But I do wonder, like, you know, in the first movie, like, why wasn't that done? Maybe it hadn't been thought of, etc., etc. Their focus obviously was just like on the now and not let's show how they came about, etc., etc. So that's fine. Also, too, now I didn't read the book, but my niece and my best friend, like, I'm pretty sure they read it, and they told me that they didn't do the book like how it was supposed to be or whatever. I don't know if HOCUS, like, if the people didn't want to do that, but apparently it was something like, I'm trying to think what they said. One thing I would have liked to see was a couple more of the old characters come back. Like, even if Danny couldn't be in it, like Allison and Max's kid or something. Like, I would have liked to see, like, maybe Allison and Max's kid is like a witch or something. And I'm pretty sure that's what someone said that happens in the book. So I kind of wonder why they didn't want to do that in the movie. But that's what I would like to see, but it is what it is. But also the musical numbers, I just don't feel like this one needed a musical number, and it had multiple, and I feel like what they did was they saw the first musical number and the first movie was iconic, so they were just trying to like create the same kind of iconic thing they did in the first one. But some things are meant to be left alone, and I say that in all due respect of like Hocus Pocus 2. I just mean like in general, you know, when it comes to sequels or when it comes to certain things that are done in the first movie, I just feel like don't try to outdo yourself with a second movie or certain shit that was done in the first, you know what I mean? And I feel like when they did their first musical number when they came back to life, and I was like, I don't know if it was just because I didn't find the song catchy at first. I mean, I think once the song came on at the end, I was like, it was catchier. But when they first did it, I was like, I don't know, it just felt weird. Like, it just felt off. A lot of things in the movie felt off, and I can't even put my fucking finger on it. But one of them was when they did the fucking musical number. I was like, we didn't really need to have a musical number. I don't know. I just feel like they knew that I Put a Spell on You was iconic, because it is. And they tried to recreate that same thing where they could have just left that alone and went on about their day. But that's just me. So they had I think they had like 2 musical numbers in the movie. And obviously, like I said, one of them was trying to create like the moment and the iconic like scene of I Put a Spell on You. They're like bewitching an audience. And then the audience is like, I don't know, it was like doing a dance down the street. And I was like, I don't know if I really like this, but okay. So just stuff like that. I just feel like they were trying so hard to make it how it was in the first movie. And I'm like, listen, granted, if you're doing a sequel, it's not going to be like the first one. You're not going to have the same reaction. You're not really going to have the same iconic scenes, and you can't really try hard to create them at the same time. It either works or it doesn't. And I just feel like in certain aspects of this, it did not work. It didn't hit different, etc., etc. But that's just me. Okay, so right now, I don't know if I like this, but we're going to keep going because I already started this mess and can't really stop. What I'm doing right now is kind of just like cleaning up the edges because I feel like that makes it look a little cleaner. At least to me. I don't know if you guys do this. You guys probably do this with tape. I can't find my tape, so I'm going to do it with my fingers and also just do it with my makeup wipes. So yeah. But it was... I watched it because Hocus Pocus is one of my favorite Halloween movies. It's really good. Some people might be like, the first movie wasn't good either. It's just, you know, it became like a cult phenomenon. It became, you know, like certain things were just iconic about it. Or, you know, people start really watching it every Halloween and people just start liking it and it became iconic. Some people might say that. And then you have me who I'm like, actually, I thoroughly enjoyed the first movie, even as an adult. I get so excited when it comes on Freeform. I'd be like, oh my God. Like, if I'm not at work, I gotta fucking watch it. And my mom will tell you, like, yo, she watched this shit all the time. Same thing with Halloween Town. Same thing with Twitches. I was just watching Twitches today. But yeah. So, I do think you guys should check it out, though, for yourselves. Because you guys might have some difference of opinion. And I would really like you guys to let me know in the comments or message me and tell me if you guys liked it. It is on Disney Plus. It's not on anything else. It came out September 30th. That day, like, it was crazy because it was so hard to even watch the movie because I think the freaking app was crashing because I think everybody and their grandma was watching it. So yeah, you probably won't have that, at least. You'll probably watch it and be perfectly fine now because it's been a few days. But yeah, the first day it came out, we were trying to watch it. It was probably like around 8 o'clock. And the little app starts to crash. And I was like, whoa. Like, why? Because everybody and their grandma was probably signing on to watch that shit at like 8 o'clock. But yeah. Now, I heard a rumor. I don't know if this is true. Someone says something about they're trying to make a third one. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how y'all feel. Like I said, some situations, things are better left alone. I don't know if I would want to see a third one. And if I did, I would want it to be a situation of like, I don't know, Allison and Max had a kid and now the kid's a witch. And maybe the witch somehow, you know, they come back to life and they try and do something. I don't know. Or maybe they like come back to life and they kidnap her because they want to use her new fresh magical powers to take over the world. And maybe she's considering it because, you know, she want to feel powerful, but her dad gotta like convince her like, yo, like they evil, they can't help you. And she like, no, Dad, they're gonna help me because I need someone to help me, you know, learn how to use my powers. And Winnie's like, we're gonna help you, but in real life, they really like, no, we're gonna use you. I don't know. I think that'd be interesting. I don't know if that's just me, but whatever. Anyway, still go check it out. Let me know if y'all like it. I gave it a C+, whatever. And then also, like, I saw stuff on, like, just different websites. And people really, some people, this is, like, how I saw it. It was either people were saying they thought it was cute because of nostalgic. It was nostalgic, which is accurate. And also people were like, too, like, y'all have fucking high expectations for a movie that is now, you know, it's a Disney movie. It's like, it's the audience, it's for, you know, little kids. It's gonna be somewhat corny. It's gonna be somewhat, you know what I mean? So I do understand what people are saying because I saw a lot of comments like that. Like, oh, the people who, you know, was really hard on the movie, that's because y'all have such high expectations for this movie, but y'all have to remember, you know, it's a Disney movie. It's going to be somewhat corny and not etc., etc. So I do understand that aspect. I'm going to let that slide. Okay, so I went ahead and added Bubble. I might add Twist Bones because right now we're just adding colors and just seeing how it fucking works. But yeah, you guys should go check it out. It looks okay in the mirror. It looks like, I don't know what I'm doing, but like, whatever. I'm just adding colors. I feel like this is what I usually do. And it usually turns out I like it, or I gotta start the fuck over. Now, I am a Harry Styles fan. And yes, I went to go see this movie because Harry Styles was in it. Because I didn't see his last movie. And I meant to, but I don't know what happened. So I was like, I gotta go see this movie. So we're gonna talk about that. Hold up. Drink break. Drink break. That's good. And I made the drink this time. That shit's bomb. Might just be biased, but it's bomb. So, if y'all want to go see Harry Styles' new movie, good luck, darling. Or no, I said good luck. Don't worry, darling. It's definitely no good luck in that movie, child. If y'all want to go see it, let me know how y'all liked it. It's gonna be a little spoiler alert for that too. So y'all let me know if y'all was feeling the vibe. So basically, I was talking to one of my friends at work, and she said this, and I was glad she said it first. She said that she had heard, because she ain't seen the movie yet. She said she heard that it's a white woman's version of Get Out. I swear to God, when I tell you, it is. It fucking is. If you, bro, you're a white woman, bro, this is your version of Get Out. If you never seen Get Out and you don't know what I mean by that, go watch Get Out and you'll know what the fuck I mean when I tell you that. Okay, hold up. Pause. I think we're done with the eyeshadow. Because I blended out as much as I could, and like, this is what it's giving. And I don't really know how it looks like in different lighting. But this is what it's giving. And this is what we're going to do. So as you can see, this is what I did. I don't really care. Like, it is what it is. But maybe, okay. I'm going to try to blend out maybe the top a little bit with, what the fuck? Maybe All Hallows Eve, you know, because I always see like girls like trying to like blend it out up there like with white, or like a white with like a glitter. So we're going to try to do that. This is why I need more brushes. I don't know where all my brushes is because I can't just keep using this one. I'm just going to try to, that's why I use my fingers a lot too. So, but yeah, my friend said that. She was like, I heard it's like a white woman's version of Get Out. I was like, you know what, child, it is? Imagine you a white woman and you have a white husband. And this is your version of Get Out. That's exactly what it was. So, gotta clear my throat. So basically, for the people who saw this, y'all already know it was good. So, shorty is like stuck in the 1950s or whatever. To keep in mind, I saw the trailer. So I just thought the movie took place in the 1950s. I didn't know what it was about. I ain't looking up before I saw the movie. So I'm thinking like, okay, they just in the 1950s. Interesting time that, you know, the writers chose. But like, it is what it is. That's y'all business. Y'all want to write a movie about the 1950s. I ain't gonna say nothing. So that's what I thought. Then I watched the movie and I was like, oh, that's fucked up. So the writers didn't exactly choose. We'll get into it. So basically, so right now I'm done my eyes. I gave up with that. I might try to fix it up a little bit later, but this is what it's giving. And it's not giving. So yeah, but I tried. So whatever. So I'm going to clean it up a bit, and then I want to start on my face, and then we're going to be done because I feel like I failed life at this point, but it's cool. We're going to try to clean that up a bit, and then maybe I'll put some eyeliner on. I don't know. As I'm looking at it in here, I do like the purple. I do like the little shimmer that I put on top, like the top coat. I think it's always this eye. Like the blending up here just pisses me off. And then I get more pissed off because I don't know how to like do it better. So I'm trying to like clean it up with this makeup remover. But okay. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. It's always this eye, I swear. You ever feel like that? You do one eye or like one hand, like when you're painting your like hands good or whatever, and then the other one is just fucked. Because I feel that way with this eye. It's always this one. It's always this one that gives me issues. I feel like it's rarely ever this eye. I don't know if you guys can tell, but okay. We fucking tried. Like, I'm giving the fuck up. So like, all right. See, I actually didn't mind the movie because this is my toner. It's e.l.f. toner. Because, okay, so when I bought the tickets, because I went with a couple coworkers, I saw that it said thriller horror. If y'all know me in real life, y'all know I fucking hate scary movies. So when I saw that, I was like, that make no sense, because I saw the trailer, and to be honest, the trailer, I didn't know what to think of the trailer. It didn't look like anything. But I was like, maybe it's one of those mindfucker movies. So when it said thriller and horror, I was like, maybe it's a psychological thriller. Keep in mind, I ain't look shit up before I went to the movies, so I ain't know what to expect. I just knew that Mr. Harry motherfucking Styles was in that bitch. So I was like, okay, cool. We just gonna go into it blindly, because, like, we don't know. This is a glow-up serum that I bought from Amazon, because I'm trying to learn more about skincare, because I've always been curious about it. So, yeah. So we go to the movie, right? I will say, at least in my opinion, it took a while for it to build up to the plot. Like, you're watching it, and you know some, obviously, like, it's, you know, some fuck shit about to go down, because obviously you're watching the movie for a reason. They made it for a reason. But I just feel like they took so long to get to the shits. Like, there was points of time where I was like, bro, is this, like, this movie, I think, is like 2 hours long. Like, I think 2 hours in, bro. Like, are we gonna find out the shit? Like, I remember thinking about that. So I will say, at least in my opinion, I feel like it took a little while to get to, like, the shits, like, what was happening, like, to the nitty gritty. Basically, though, the reason I say is, like, a white woman's get out is because this lady had blonde hair and she was white, and Harry Styles is white. And, spoiler alert, you know, if you haven't seen it, click the fuck off, because I'm about to spoil this whole bitch for you. So pretty much, bro, tell me why. This man, so he had a relationship with this woman. Harry Styles' character name is Jack, and then the girl, I think her name Florence, British chick in real life. Like, her name in the movie is Alice. So, like, Alice and Jack, I think this is my elf moisturizer. Like, whatever, okay? So they had a relationship, and they was dating or whatever, and she was a doctor, or she was a surgeon, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, Mr. Jack or whatever didn't have no job. They don't really give you insight on what happened to his job, or if, you know, he had one and he lost it, or he got fired. They just like, boom, this man is unemployed. That's all you get. That's all the tea that you get. So I'm like, okay, like, whatever. So I'm like, why are they showing us flashbacks? Like, what the fuck is good? Like, obviously this is important to the plot, because the entire fucking movie, this woman she's like completely okay with living in this 1950s bullshit where she just cleans the house. And, like, that's it. And then all the men in town just go to their jobs. But, like, the women are completely, like, unaware of what the fuck they actually do. And then they told they can't go in a desert because it's dangerous. But Shawty, most of the movie, that's what I said, it took a while to get to the shits. Most of the movie, Shawty was perfectly fine with it. Until she starts seeing cracks in this weird-ass, like, utopia they were in. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put this on. Sometimes I put this on because I hate my fucking bags. It says Eye Defense. I think it's from L'Oreal. I've just recently been using this because I was like, maybe it'll work. But yeah. So, like, she was dating Jack in real life, and Jack was unemployed. So sis was the breadwinner of the relationship. And I guess Jack, you know, as most men, like, they don't like that. It makes them feel uncomfortable or, like, insecure. I don't fucking know. So then, because he was insecure, he, like, listened to this weird-ass, creepy-ass podcast of Chris Pine's character, who is basically saying that it is a man's job to be the breadwinner, and, like, you know, if you feel this way, we have a solution, and if you're, you know, unhappy in your relationship, and just saying all this stuff about women. Talking about the freaking 1950s. Meanwhile, I'm like, it's 2022. Like, why are we talking about this? So anyway, then Harry's character, bro, he pissed me off. Because then he gonna, you know, like, I ain't gonna say kidnap Shorty, because they are together in real life. But, like, she didn't give him no permission to do this, bro. And obviously, no woman would. Whatever. So, like, he hooked him up to something, right? Because Chris Pine's character is, like, part of this weird-ass utopia cult where they basically can, like, kidnap a woman that you don't have no previous relationship with and put you in this fuck-ass utopia where you're in the 1950s, and if you are a man, you go to work, and if you are a woman, it is your duty to cook and clean. That's it. That is it. I'm like, what are we, bro? I've never seen this shit in my entire fucking existence. So yeah, so he do it, and he like hook her up to this shit, and he hooked up to it too. And when you hooked up to it, like, you can't get out, right? Like, that's what I said, like, it's her version of get out. You can't get out. So while she hooked up to it, she think the 1950s bullshit is her life. And he the only one that know that it's not. The men are the only one. Oh shit, I forgot something. What the fuck? I forgot. There's more shit that I do to my priming routine. What the fuck? What am I doing? I'm getting so fucking angry and irritated. Oh my god. So anyway, so yeah, so he the only person in the relationship that know about this weird ass shit. Shorty don't learn about it until pretty much the movies, and then she starts snapping like, bro, first of all, you did this shit against my will. Like, are you good? Like, we're together. Like, what are we really doing? Like, bro, like, seriously? So he arguing with her, and this is what I didn't like, right? He tried to gaslight my girl, trying to make it seem like I was just doing this to make you happy. You were always so miserable, and you and you worked long hours. First of all, let's get into that, because she made a valid point. I'm gonna put some more of this on, and I'm gonna go to priming. She said, even if I did work long hours, yada yada yada, which she did. She was a surgeon. She was like, that wasn't your choice to make. Like, and she was like, maybe I liked my life before. Maybe I did like working long hours. Maybe, even though I was miserable, like, I had money. Like, I liked working long hours. Like, because maybe she passionate about it, etc., etc. So when she was saying, I was like, good for you, sis. Like, tell him, because he had no right to, like, make that decision for her. Like, I thought that was fucked up. And the worst part is, all of the women that's in this weird ass utopia have no idea that their men hooked them up to this weird ass shit and had them cooking and cleaning for days on end, bro. Like, days on end. Probably freaking years. Then it was really crazy because Olivia Wilde's character, she's a director, aka Harry Styles' girlfriend. I didn't even know she was in a movie. So her character is like best friends with Alice or whatever. Then we find out that Shorty is the only woman in this bullshit that know about this cult. And then we find out that the children that she has in this weird ass utopia / video game or whatever the fuck aren't real, because her children in real life died. So that is the reason why she went into it openly, because she wanted to be with her kids. Now, do I still find this situation weird? Yes. But at least she had, free will. She went into it willingly, knowing that it's not real, but she went into it for a different reason. Because her kids, for whatever reason, aren't alive in real life. They don't get into that, but that's the only information that we get. So I was like, alright, I kind of understand where she coming from, but Harry's character, I'm sorry. But because you didn't have a job, and they didn't, like I said, explain that, because you didn't have a job. I'm just priming, guys, by the way. I'm moisturizing and priming. Because you didn't have a job, and your girl was working long hours, and she was the breadwinner of the relationship, and because you were insecure with yourself as a man, you took it upon yourself to enter her and you into some cult kind of, so you can be the one that go to work every day, and she could be at home cooking and cleaning and popping out children. Like, are we good? So you took her back to the 1950s, and that's what I thought was interesting, right? Like, it wasn't a situation where the women are, in the, present, because obviously you can't do that now. It's not a situation where women are just expected to cook and clean. That's probably why his cult situation, or whatever it's called, is taking you back to the olden days, because back then that's what they were expected to do. Whereas in 2022, women don't do that. Of course, we cook and clean, care for our children, etc., etc., but that's not all we're good for. So I thought that was interesting how Chris Pine's character, is taking you back, because he's like, hey, back in the olden days, this is what women were expected to do, and that's just how it is. But I thought it was very fucked up how the women that were in this didn't even have to be in a relationship with the guys, like, in real life or a previous relationship. Because there was the part where it reveals. Now I'm going to start doing, I did all my priming. Now I'm going to start doing foundation. This is Milani. It is, I think, concealer and foundation in a bottle. I do a couple foundations, so this is usually the first one I do. But yeah, so when it reveals that Harry Styles like knew about this or whatever, it's like interviewing him or whatever, and all you hear is, was in a previous relationship. Yes. And then it's like just saying all this different stuff before he like enters the shit. So basically, some of the men in the thing weren't even in a previous relationship with some of the girls. Like, y'all just kidnapping women and hooking them up to this shit because you're insecure about yourself as a man. Like, I've never been so confused and upset in my entire fucking life, bro. I was like, men, this is what we're doing? Like, seriously? I've never been so pissed off at Harry Styles in my entire existence, bro. I was pissed off. I was like, okay, like, you did your thing, sir. Like, you pissed me the fuck off. And, like, why he had to be the villain? Like, I didn't want him to be the villain. I didn't really know about it that much because, like I said, the trailer didn't really give me much. But I didn't expect him to be the villain. Like, but dude was the whole villain, though. Well, pretty much all the guys of the movie was the villain. But he was the main one because he was the main character. So I was like, bro, you're doing this. Like, this is my thing. Before we take drastic measures, like entering someone in a freaking weird-ass cult, and to the point where you are not even allowed to speak about what you do for work every day. This man and all the men that were in this rinky-dink bullshit were leaving the cult every day to go work in the real world to afford this utopia. I was like, bro, you telling me you was unemployed, right? Okay. But you can go get a real job now when you're in this bullshit ass cult to afford to be in a cult, but you couldn't find a job before. I was confused by that because they said the man was unemployed. So I was like, then the thing that I really didn't like I said, like, then he making it seem like, it's up to her, it's on, like, it's her, he was doing it for her. Oh, I did this for you, and you think I really want to go in the real world and make, to have a job, to be able to afford this? Like, I wouldn't want to ever leave this place. Like, bro, what's good, honestly? She literally was sitting there like, bro. Because you see as the movie goes on that she was content in this little, whatever the fuck you want to call it, all right? Like, she was content, whatever. Only time she stopped being content is when she started to see through the cracks of this, whatever you want to call it. So, but before then, she was content. Of course she gonna be, because she had no reason to question it before. Now, certain things are happening. She has a reason to question it. And then it's like, Chris Pine, his character, hella weird. Definitely, like, giving leader of a cult vibes. Like, I swear to God. Like, I was like, bro, what's, like, what? And then Harry Styles, his character, it was kind of giving, like, oh, like you like his puppy. I mean, I ain't like that. But I did like the fact that Olivia Wilde's character was at least one of the women amongst the friends that knew what the fuck was good. Because all the other girls were completely clueless. Until Shawty's friends start to figure out certain things. And then Alice, the main girl, finally start to question, like, what's happening. And the best part is when she finally start to question Chris Pine's character. Like, what's your point in all this? Where do our men go every day? And why aren't they able to tell us? Why is it so fucking secret? Why aren't we able to go in, like, the desert part of this, wherever we are? Why do you keep saying if we go there, like, it's dangerous? All because in the desert part of the movie, if you go there and you go to, like, the top of this thing where you can, like, see yourself, that's where you get out. You gotta, like, bash your head in to get out of this place, which is the craziest thing ever in life. You gotta bash your head into glass to get out of this weird-ass utopia. It was just very odd. I think it's obviously at some point, as she is starting to see through the cracks of this weird shit. I'm putting on concealer, guys. I think this is Too Faced. Obviously she noticed, like, bro, I have the same routine every day. I cook and clean and wait for him. And then I go to ballet class sometimes. And that's it. That's all she did in this weird ass shit. I think this is Rare Beauty's concealer. I usually put on two concealers, by the way. I was like, bro, shawty don't do nothing. Like, all she do is cook and clean. And then go to her ballet class. Then she started questioning shit because her friend started questioning shit and got into some fuck shit. And then it was like, oh shit, like, bro, I can never leave this place. Where do our men really go? Why aren't we allowed to go there? Etc. etc. It was very strange. It was very strange, but in a good way. By the time I left the theater, I was just really confused. I didn't really know what to do with my life. I felt like it was passing me by, if I'm being honest. I was like, okay, Mr. Styles, like, you did your thing. You got me fucked up for sure, but like, that's what we do. That's what you like. That's what we do. So because you wasn't the main breadwinner of the family, you try to make it seem like, well, oh, I'm just going to do this so I can be the one to be able to take care of you. Because that's pretty much what he was trying to say and what he was saying when he was talking to her. When she first found out about it, she's like floored. She's like, what did you do? I think that's what she actually said to her. I think she constantly is like, what did you do? What did you do? And then once he realized, like, oh shit, like she know. Then he like, I did this for you. Like, I did it so you could be happy. Like, so you wouldn't have to work all the time. And so I could be the one working. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay. But you made that decision for her. That part isn't right. I mean, all of it wasn't right. All of it was obviously toxic and fucked. And like that toxic masculinity and all that bullshit that y'all be talking about. So like, okay, you wanted to be able to take care of her, which is fine as a man. You want to be able to take care of your woman. I understood that part. But you took away her life from her. And you didn't even try to talk to her about it. Like I said earlier, no woman would obviously agree to it. They'd be like, bro, are you out of your mind? I'm like, why does my concealer look weird? Because once I really truly blend out my concealer, it never looks like cakey or like odd. When I see other people's, sometimes it looks weird. All right, no tea, no shade, because I really don't know how to do makeup. My shit's trash. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to, I'm going to probably bake, like I said. First, I'm going to put the glue on my eyelashes, and then I'm going to bake. Lately, I've been doing my eyelashes with tweezers. Usually, I do them bitches with my hands, but I've been liking doing it with tweezers. You're supposed to do it with tweezers, but I remember I seen some on TikTok was like, if you do your fucking eyelashes with your fingers, you're a psycho. Or like, that's some psychotic shit. And I was like, well, I've been doing this for years with my hands, so guess I'm toxic and psychotic. Wait, so I'm just kind of cleaning my eyelashes up a little bit because they have like cat hair on them. Because my freaking cat Bella is always all over the place, so. And I'm going to pull some of like the old glue off. That's why I'm able to wear my eyelashes so much, because I usually try my best to clean them beforehand. Kind of like run water on them a little bit. Sometimes I clean them with my makeup remover wipes, but you just kind of take the strands of hair and kind of pluck them a little bit with your nails. This is what I do. Okay. So I cleaned them up a bit. Hopefully they look fine on camera. I guess we'll see. I'm going to clean them more. And then I'm going to put them on really quickly. Okay. Cleaned them up a bit. I'm about to put the glue on them, and then I'm going to set my face. So, where the fuck? Why is it opening? There we go. So I use this. I think it's from Kiss. I just take my eyelashes and kind of just put the glue on them at the top, and then I just let them sit a little bit to get tacky, because that works for me. Yeah, I never immediately put them on. I know people that usually just immediately put them on. I let them sit a bit. I think you're supposed to let them sit anyway, so I usually let them sit. Gonna do it with this one. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna bake really quick and probably put some foundation powder on while they sit. I usually do this a lot. I usually always put glue on my eyelashes, let them sit, let them get tacky. While that's happening, I usually bake. I've been baking with this setting powder. It's literally from the hair store across the street from me because I've been trying to get the honey baking powder that I had from Fenty, but I haven't had a chance to go to fucking Sephora or I think I also tried to get it from Amazon, and I think I got it from Amazon before, but for whatever reason I can't get it right now from Amazon because they don't have it on there. So because of that, I've been using this to bake, and it actually worked out pretty well. It's like a banana setting powder. Like I said, I don't always need like from fancy stores certain products. I'm actually okay with trying shit out from other places. I forgot the baking powder I used to like wear, but I think I used to get it from Walmart and it was like $6. I think, what is it called? Airspun, I think that's what it's called. And it was very popular. Like the time that the years that I used that shit, it was popular. All over YouTube, gurus, some of the YouTube gurus, like the popular ones used it. So I want to hear no tea, no shade, because if they used it, I'm like, then it wasn't a big deal then. But yeah, I basically just like put this all over my face. I think some people just put it under their eyes or like down here in this area, but sometimes I put it like everywhere. I don't know, I feel like it works better and it like really makes my skin looks extra smooth. That's just me though. But I do this and then with one of my brushes I'll just kind of like brush it off, but before I do that I'm definitely gonna let it sit for a little bit. Okay, cool. I know it looks weird on camera because I look like a freaking pasty ghost, but bear with me. We're just gonna let it sit and let it do its thing, whatever it's doing. So I take this, put that in there. All right, now I just gotta find my mascara because soon we're gonna put on our eyelashes, and my tweezers over there because I'm gonna do it this time with some tweezers. I really have been considering getting eyelash extensions. I know they're expensive, and I know apparently it takes like 2 hours to do, and I'm like, do I really want to sit there while someone is like in my eyeballs? No, but maybe I will. I don't know. It's something I've considered recently because putting on eyelashes is fine. I've tried the individual lashes. I've tried those before and that's fine. It just takes a little time and getting used to. I have a few of them in, I think I have it in my other makeup bag, but I was like, for this video, I'm not going to sit here and like put freaking like lashes on because that shit takes a long time. This is already a long video. I was like, that shit takes a while. And honestly, if I would have put on individual lashes, I probably would have put them on first. Don't know if I'd have did it on camera, but I probably would have did it first and then would have did eyeshadow if I'm being honest. Okay, so lashes are good now because I don't really have that many lashes. They're really, really fucking small. And they've always been small, so I usually take this brush and kind of wipe the baking powder off. So I'm gonna do that. But first, I'm going to put on my eyelashes. Hopefully, they're tacky enough. And if not, I usually just add some more glue. So, I got my tweezies. Sometimes I feel like I put eyelashes on the wrong freaking eye. But it's whatever. So, I kind of just go like this and sit it down, I guess. And then I push. What I like to do is just put it on top of my lashes and then kind of clamp my lashes into the fake lashes, if that makes sense. Bear with me because sometimes they're weird, but that's usually what I like to do. So especially the ends of like a lash, I'll clamp it down like this and then try my best to take my lashes and blend it and like clamp it with the lash to make it stick and make it look as natural as possible, I guess. Also, another thing I'll do with eyelashes, also to make it look natural, is I usually take like black eyeliner and stick it like up here and then on my like lash line. That helps too. I feel like other people probably do that, but that's like one of my things that I like to do. If I can find my eyeliner, okay, so this is my liquid, because I can't find my pencil, so I usually try to put it up here, and then I put it like underneath, because it's black, so it's just like, it like blends them together or makes it look like it blends them together more. It's just something I like to do, and it seems to work for me when it doesn't get in my freaking eyeball. Okay, so we're gonna stick with that, and then I'm gonna take my where to go. Oh, I got my tweezers. Okay. So this one's always kind of tricky with this eye. Okay, so same thing. You kind of try to sit it on top of your lashes. Right now I'm just gonna do this part with my finger. And then you kind of like pull it toward your eye and make sure it's sitting. It's one thing I've learned. Always make sure it's sitting on top of your lashes. That is why it is very important to do mascara before you do this step. That way your real eyelashes are up and ready. And then just take your tweezers and try your best to pull it closer to your eye, if that makes sense. Ouch. So I'm telling you, I feel like I've considered getting false lashes because eyelashes sometimes are so fucking annoying to do. Because I literally take my glue everywhere because if I'm being honest, I always feel like these bitches are gonna fall off sometimes. So if you ever see me in real life, know that in my purse, I have eyelash glue. Because when I don't have it, it'd be the fucking days that this shit's about to come off and I'm like, shit, I don't have them. Well, this one feels odd. I'm telling you, it's always one that feels weird. So I'm gonna take some glue and kind of just like put it under, like on the lash to kind of try to sit down. And then we're gonna see if that works. Okay. Okay, it seemed to work a little bit. Then we're gonna do the same thing that we did to the other eye. And put it there and also underneath. All right, it worked out. We're just gonna, and even if it didn't, who cares? So now we're gonna brush like that. Our forehead. And then I'm gonna start putting on some foundation powder, highlight, and then we still gotta choose what lipstick we doing. Honestly, I'm feeling a witchy vibe, so sis might go ahead and pick the black lipstick. I'm sorry guys, this video is so long. But I'm almost done, I promise. If y'all know me in real life, y'all know my fucking makeup takes a while to do. So, sorry, but you chose to fucking watch it. So yeah, so now we done that. Now we're gonna put in some, what is it? Finishing powder. I don't know if you're supposed to do this before or after foundation powder, but I just do it. Y'all already know I have my own routines and my own way of doing shit, so this is usually what I do. This is kind of new too. I just got this because I like any type of thing that makes me look like full coverage, and I feel like this is one of the things that makes me look full coverage, so I do this. Bam, that's done. Next step is, I don't know where the fuck the thing went, but this is also this is powder, but I think this is like more of foundation powder. I think it's like a setting powder and a foundation powder. So I just put this on top, and then I drag it down because you know the neck always has to match. Because sometimes I feel like my neck doesn't match and I'd be like, bitch, you're struggling today. Like, you're supposed to be somewhat okay at makeup to the point where you have to make sure your fucking neck is, like, you know, matching. And if it's not, I feel weird. We're done. We're done with that. That is it. Now we're going to move on to highlight. This is Rare Beauty. I don't know the name. This is one of my favorite highlights. I usually do highlighter with my fingers, so we're going to do it with our fingers because I don't have a freaking brush. Yeah, it is Rare Beauty. I just don't remember the name. But I think it's pretty because it's rose gold. And the first time I used this, I was shocked at how pretty it looked on camera. I was like, wow, Miss Gomez did her thing. And sometimes I kind of put it like underneath my cheeks a little bit. Okay, so the next fucking product I'm wearing is one of my favorite products. If I can fucking find it. There we go. I use this all the time. Usually I go to work and I don't have no makeup on, but I always put this shit on, okay? I get all these compliments. It is a highlighter and it's like iridescent. It's giving euphoric alien vibes, man. If I was on Euphoria, I would tell their director, what's his name? Sam, if you're gonna have me at one of those fuck ass dances, bro, can you please like have this all over my face? Because girl, look at that. Look at that. This is Ariana Grande. I don't know the name of this highlighter, but yo, I get so many compliments on this. Look at my nose, bro. Look at my shit. That shit is crazy. I ain't even surprised though because sis highlighter always popping, so you know her shit gonna be crazy. Okay, so we're done with that. We're gonna do bottom lash. There we go. Next thing is lipstick. So which one we doing? I don't know. Should I go for the purple or should I go for the black? This is the black. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck in, but oh, maybe I should do both. I don't know. I'm scared. Okay, let's see. Let's try. Oh, that purple is crazy. Okay. I think I want to do something where I do both. I don't know. We'll see. You guys tell me. I always have a weird time lining my lips. So we're going to do this. We're going to put the black a little bit on top of the purple and see how it comes out. I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm doing this. Why is it kind of giving in the mirror? Yo. You definitely have to get some kind of lip liner and then put this on. It should come with like a kit. I feel like if I had actual lip liner, I would like it better because the way they look now, like the lining of my lips is aggressively horrible. But it's whatever. But not gonna lie, this black on top of the purple is kind of a vibe. Oh, I never wear purple lipstick. Yo, this is kind of crazy. All right, so I know I didn't do my edges or whatever, but yo, y'all tell me if it's a vibe because I think the black is kind of lit. Hold up. Ooh, oh, yo, I like it. How y'all feeling about it? This black with like the purple is definitely giving spooky. It's giving spooky, and that's what I wanted to give, but like I didn't think it would look this cool. I think the black and purple with like the purple and like the purple glitter. There's a reason my favorite color is purple. Clearly there's a reason because look how sick that looks. Okay, maybe I should reconsider wearing black lipstick because like, but I will see y'all later. I'm so sorry this is long, but please watch it.